Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the top 4 most valuable coins in US history that you might already have in your collection or could stumble upon: the wheat penny, Washington quarter, Jefferson nickel, and the sagawear $1. We'll explore coins from different years, mint marks, and conditions, giving you a clear picture of their rarity, historical significance, and potential market value. So, if you love coins or are thinking about investing in them, stay tuned. Let's get started. First up, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like just another old penny from the mid-1940s, but there's more to this humble coin than meets the eye. If you've ever wondered how much a 1945 wheat penny in fine condition could be worth, or whether one hiding in your change could be a small treasure, stay tuned, because we'll uncover its history, rarity, and current market value in dollars. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during a fascinating period in American history right at the end of World War II. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to support a booming post-war economy. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln wheat cent had already been in circulation since 1909, created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth in 1945. These coins were struck primarily at 3 mints: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint produced the largest share, meaning that 1945 pennies without a mint mark were the most common. Despite this, collectors still prize them for their rich wartime heritage and historical symbolism. The 1945 no mint mark wheat penny is made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a distinct reddish-brown appearance when well preserved. On the obverse, you'll find Abraham Lincoln's classic bust facing right, along with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1945 to the right. The absence of a mint mark beneath the date identifies it as a Philadelphia issue. The reverse features 2 stylized wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the motto E pluribus unum above, a design that gave this penny its famous nickname, the wheat cent. In fine condition, you can still see most details of Lincoln's face and the wheat stalks, though there will be moderate wear across the high points. Now, let's talk about rarity. The 1945 no mint mark penny is not considered a rare coin in general, with over 1 billion minted in Philadelphia alone. However, coins from this era often show heavy wear or corrosion due to their copper composition, especially those found in circulation or exposed to moisture over time. Collectors still show strong demand for even damaged or worn-out examples, especially beginners who want an affordable piece of World War II era history. The sentimental and historical value of these coins keeps them popular. That said, only coins with unique mint errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or double dies fetch much higher prices at auctions. So, while damaged 1945 pennies may not make you rich, they're still treasured pieces of American numismatic history. So, how much is a 1945 wheat penny with no mint mark worth today in fine condition? As of current collector market data and auction trends, a typical example sells for around 5 to 15 cents, depending on eye appeal and wear. That's well above face value. Though not a fortune in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, the price can rise from $116,000, and high-grade examples certified by NGC or PCGS can reach $214,000 or more. However, rare error varieties can drastically increase value. For instance, a 1945 no mint mark penny with a major double die or lamination flaw could sell anywhere between $325,000 at auction, depending on the severity and collector interest. Always have your coin authenticated if you suspect an error. If you're a coin collector or just getting started, here are a few tips. First, handle your coins carefully. Even minor scratches can reduce value. Use cotton gloves and avoid cleaning the coin, as this can destroy its original patina. Second, check for mint errors or die varieties using a magnifying glass or microscope. These small details can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Finally, store your coins properly in a dry, acid-free holder or a coin album to prevent oxidation and preserve their color. It's also wise to research recent auction results before selling or buying, as copper coin prices can fluctuate based on demand. The 1945 no mint mark wheat penny may not be the rarest Lincoln cent, but it's a beautiful reminder of America's resilience and craftsmanship during a defining moment in history. Even in fine or damaged condition, it carries a story, one that links every collector to the past. Whether you're looking for a coin with historical value, sentimental worth, or a small profit, the 1945 wheat penny deserves a place in your collection. Next up, the 1963 D. Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might seem like just another ordinary coin from your pocket change, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin holds a story of history, design, and collector interest that makes it worth exploring. Stay tuned till the end to learn how much a 1963 D nickel in fine condition could fetch in today's market. You might be surprised. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by Felix Schlag, whose depiction of President Thomas Jefferson and his Monticello home became iconic. By 1963, the U.S. Mint in Denver had produced over 276 million nickels, as America was experiencing post-war economic growth and rising coin circulation. The Denver Mint, identified by its small D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, was one of the major producers that year. While it was not considered a rare year during production, time and condition have played a significant role in separating common finds from valuable collectibles. The 1963 D. Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1963. The reverse showcases Jefferson's Virginia estate, Monticello, with E pluribus unum above and the denomination 5 cents along with United States of America below. The D mint mark can be found to the right of Monticello, just under the word. What makes this coin interesting to collectors are the subtle differences in strike quality and luster, as well as occasional die varieties and errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, which can increase its value dramatically. Even in fine condition, its details, especially Jefferson's hairlines and the Monticello steps, can tell a lot about the coin's wear and grade. Now, you might be wondering, is a 1963 D. Jefferson nickel rare? In general circulation, no. Millions were minted, and many still exist today. However, finding one in good, undamaged condition is becoming less common. Most circulated examples show heavy wear, scratches, or corrosion from decades of handling. Collectors tend to value nickels that retain clear details of Jefferson's face and Monticello's steps, but even damaged or dirty coins can attract interest from beginners or those looking to complete their Jefferson nickel sets. The coin's age, its historical connection to early 1960s America, and the Denver mint mark make it desirable among U.S. coin enthusiasts. Rare mint errors like double strikes or repunched mint marks can make even a damaged coin surprisingly valuable. Let's talk numbers. How much is the 1963 D. Jefferson nickel actually worth today? In fine condition, a standard circulated example typically sells for around 10 to 25 cents, slightly above face value. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch between $314,000, depending on eye appeal and grading. Exceptional examples, especially those with full steps designation on Monticello indicating a strong, crisp strike, can sell for $20 to over $10 at auctions, and in rare cases, error coins from 1963 D have reached hundreds of dollars, particularly if they feature dramatic die breaks or off-center strikes. So while the average piece might not make you rich, high-grade or error varieties can definitely turn heads in the numismatic market. If you're hunting for a valuable 1963 D. Jefferson nickel, here are some quick tips. Look closely at the base of Monticello. Clear, uninterrupted steps mean higher value. The D mint mark should be crisp and centered. Repunched mint marks are rare and collectible. Avoid cleaning the coin, it can lower its value significantly. Handle it with gloves or by the edges to prevent damage. Use a magnifying glass. Small details like doubling, cracks, or misalignments can reveal hidden mint errors. Get it graded. For coins you believe are in excellent shape or show unusual features, professional grading from PCGS or NGC can confirm authenticity and boost value. So, there you have it, the 1963 D. Jefferson nickel. A small yet intriguing piece of American history. While it may not be exceedingly rare in everyday circulation, its beauty, design, and the possibility of discovering an error or high-grade example make it a rewarding coin to collect. Even in fine or slightly worn condition, it represents a tangible connection to an era of growth and change in U.S. coinage. So next time you sort through your spare change, take a closer look. Your 5-cent coin might just be worth a lot more than you think. Next up, the 1968 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark, especially one found in rusty or damaged condition. At first glance, a corroded coin might seem worthless, But this quarter has a surprising history and can still carry collector interest, depending on its details and condition. In this video, we'll explore its origins, rarity, and how much it could be worth in today's auction market even if it's not in perfect shape. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the story behind this classic piece of American coinage. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The design by John Flanagan became an enduring symbol of American pride and circulated for decades. By 1968, the U.S. Mint had already switched from silver to a copper-nickel composition due to the rising cost of silver in the mid-1960s. The 1968 quarter marked the third year of full copper-nickel production after the silver era ended in 1964. That year, coins were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but the Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark on its coins. Therefore, if your 1968 quarter has no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. The 1968 Washington Quarter features the familiar bust of George Washington on the obverse, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," and the date 1968 below the portrait. On the reverse, you'll find a majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, perched upon a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, a timeless symbol of peace and strength. Unlike earlier silver quarters, the 1968 version is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a pure copper core visible on the coin's edge. A key identifying feature of the no mint mark version is the absence of any letter under the eagle's tail on the reverse side or beside Washington's hair ribbon on the obverse. This signifies that the coin came from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, let's address the question on every collector's mind: is the 1968 no mint mark quarter rare? In circulated or rusty condition, the answer is no, it's not considered rare. Millions of these coins were produced in Philadelphia, over 220 million, to be exact. That makes it fairly common in average circulated grades. What makes your rusty or damaged coin still interesting is its historical and collectible context. Even coins in poor condition tell a story. Some collectors appreciate them for their nostalgic or educational value, especially beginners or those building date sets and rare cases. A rusty or damaged coin might hide an error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or planchette flaw. These types of errors can still bring higher prices even if the coin isn't in perfect condition. Always inspect your coin carefully or have it checked by a professional grader before dismissing it as worthless. In terms of value, a 1968 Washington Quarter with no mint mark in rusty or heavily damaged condition typically trades for face value around 25 cents. That's because corrosion and rust significantly reduce the coin's appeal to collectors. If the same coin were in fine condition without rust, it could be worth between $425,000 in uncirculated or mint state grades MS60, MS65. The value increases to around $321,000. Exceptional examples graded MS67 or higher can sometimes fetch $10 or more at auctions, depending on the strike quality and luster. While a rusty one won't reach those prices, collectors still value such coins as a piece of U.S. minting history, especially if the corrosion is minimal and the date and details are still visible. If you own a 1968 no mint mark quarter, here are a few collector tips. Never clean a rusty coin using harsh chemicals or abrasive materials. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and lower its value further. Store your coins properly in a cool, dry place, ideally in acid-free holders or 2x2 flips to prevent further oxidation. Even rusty coins can hide double dies, off-center strikes, or planchette defects that make them more valuable. Compare with other quarters from the same era to learn about mint marks and metal changes. It's an excellent way to grow your coin knowledge. If you believe your coin is special or has an error, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and quality. So, while the 1968 Washington Quarter with no mint mark in rusty condition may not be a treasure worth hundreds of dollars, it still holds a special place in numismatic history. It represents the shift from silver to modern coinage and stands as a reminder of the enduring design of George Washington's portrait. Whether you found it in pocket change or inherited it from a family collection, it's always worth learning the story behind it. Next up, the 2000 sagawear dollar with the P mint mark. This coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is a popular choice among collectors, especially in fine condition. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer exploring the world of coin collecting, this video will give you an in-depth look at the history, unique characteristics, rarity, and current market value of this intriguing coin. We'll also share tips for collectors who want to add it to their collection. The Sacagawea dollar was first introduced in 2000 as a modern $1 coin in the United States. Named after the Shoshone woman who helped guide the Lewis and Clark expedition, the coin was designed to honor her contributions to American history. The obverse features a portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, while the reverse initially depicted a soaring eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom. The 2000p issue holds a special place in coin collecting history because it was the inaugural year of this series, marking the beginning of the Sacagawea dollar era. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar stands out for several reasons. First, the coin's golden color comes from its distinctive composition, a manganese brass alloy of copper, manganese, zinc, and nickel. This gives it a bright, attractive appearance that sets it apart from the silver-colored coins more commonly circulated. The fine details on the obverse, including Sacagawea's serene expression and her child's presence, make this coin a true work of art. In addition, the P Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is noteworthy for collectors tracking mint-specific variations. When it comes to rarity, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar is considered relatively scarce in fine condition. While millions were minted, coins that have survived with minimal circulation were graded as fine by professional grading services are less common. Collectors often seek out these coins not only for their historical significance but also for their aesthetic appeal. Even coins with minor scratches or surface marks can command attention at auctions, especially if the details of Sacagawea's portrait remain clear and the coin retains its golden luster. The market value of a 2000p Sacagawea dollar in fine condition typically ranges from $435,000, depending on demand and the selling venue. Auction prices can vary. Coins with slightly better condition or appealing toning may sell for higher amounts, sometimes reaching up to $25. While this coin is not considered extremely rare compared to other US collectibles, its historical significance as the first-year issue and its relatively low circulation in fine condition make it a valuable addition to any collection. For collectors looking to acquire the 2000p Sacagawea dollar, there are a few key tips to keep in mind. First, always examine coins carefully for wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins graded as fine should show moderate wear but maintain clear details. Consider buying from reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure authenticity. If purchasing online, check for high-quality images and verified grading. Additionally, consider storing your coin in a protective holder or case to preserve its condition and prevent future damage. In conclusion, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar in fine condition is a historically significant and visually striking coin that continues to capture the interest of collectors. Its combination of attractive design, limited survival in fine condition, and first-year significance makes it a desirable piece in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this coin offers both historical value and collectible appeal. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into rare and valuable coins.